It was a warm summer evening when Emily first laid eyes on Jack. She was sitting on the porch of her family's beach house, flipping through a magazine, when he walked by with his golden retriever. Emily couldn't help but notice how handsome he was with his tousled hair and easy smile. As fate would have it, Jack was renting the house next door with his group of friends for the week. Emily and Jack quickly hit it off and spent the rest of the week enjoying each other's company. They went on long walks along the beach, had picnics on the dunes, and spent every moment they could together. As the end of the week approached, Emily and Jack knew they couldn't bear to say goodbye. They made the decision to extend their stay at the beach for another week, and then another. Before they knew it, the summer was coming to an end and they had to return to their respective homes. Despite the distance, Emily and Jack stayed in touch and made every effort to see each other as often as possible. They took turns visiting each other, never wanting to be apart for too long. Years went by and Emily and Jack's love only grew stronger. They both knew that they were meant to be together forever, and on a warm summer evening, just like the one where they first met, Jack got down on one knee and asked Emily to be his wife. Tears of joy streaming down her face, Emily said yes, and the two of them embraced, knowing that their love story was just beginning. Emily had always been a hopeless romantic, dreaming of the day when she would find her soulmate. But as she approached her 30th birthday, she had all but given up on the idea of true love. She had been through her fair share of heartbreak and wasn't sure she was ready to open herself up to the possibility of more pain. But then she met Jack. From the moment their eyes locked, Emily knew that he was the one she had been waiting for her whole life. He was kind, caring, and made her laugh like no one else could. She felt an instant connection with him, as if their souls had known each other for an eternity. As the weeks went by and their love deepened, Emily couldn't imagine her life without Jack by her side. She had finally found the happiness and contentment that she had always been searching for. Even when they were apart, the love they shared kept them connected. They wrote letters to each other, expressing their deepest thoughts and feelings, and looked forward to the next time they would be reunited. As the years passed, Emily and Jack's love only grew stronger. They weathered life's storms together, supporting and lifting each other up through the highs and lows. And on a warm summer evening, just like the one where they first met, Jack got down on one knee and asked Emily to be his wife. With tears of joy streaming down her face, Emily said yes, knowing that she had found her forever love. And as they walked hand in hand into the future, Emily knew that she had finally found her happily ever after. It had been a long and difficult journey for Emily and Jack, but they had finally found each other. From the moment they met, they knew that their love was something special, something that would withstand the test of time. As they stood on the porch of the beach house where it all began, looking out at the sunset, Emily couldn't help but feel grateful for the path that had led her to this moment. She had been through so much heartache and pain, but it had all been worth it because it had brought her to Jack. The years had flown by since that fateful summer when they first met. They had faced many challenges and obstacles along the way, but their love had only grown stronger with each passing day. Now, as they stood on the brink of forever, Emily couldn't imagine her life without Jack by her side. She knew that no matter what the future held, they would face it together, their love as endless as the ocean in front of them. As they exchanged vows, promising to love and support each other for the rest of their days, Emily knew that she had found her happily ever after. And as she looked into Jack's eyes, she saw the same love and devotion reflected back at her. They were two souls, meant to be together forever, their love an unstoppable force that would carry them through all of life's ups and downs. And as they walked hand in hand into the future, Emily knew that she had finally found her home in Jack's arms. As Emily and Jack stood at the altar, gazing into each other's eyes, they couldn't believe that the day had finally come. It seemed like just yesterday that they had met on the porch of the beach house, their love story just beginning. But now, here they were, ready to embark on the next chapter of their journey together. They had been through so much in the years since they first met, and their love had only grown stronger with each passing day. As they exchanged vows, promising to love and support each other for the rest of their days, Emily couldn't help but feel overwhelmed with emotion. She had never felt so sure of anything in her life, and she knew that she was making the right choice by committing herself to Jack. After the ceremony, the newlyweds celebrated with their family and friends, dancing and laughing late into the night. It was a joyous occasion, filled with love and laughter, and Emily couldn't believe how lucky she was to have found such a wonderful man to spend the rest of her life with. As they said their goodbyes and set off on their honeymoon, Emily and Jack knew that they were starting a new adventure together. They were ready to face whatever the future held, their love for each other a constant source of strength and support. And as they looked into each other's eyes, they knew that their love was one for the ages, a love that would stand the test of time. As Emily and Jack walked down the beach, hand in hand, they couldn't believe how much had changed in the years since they first met. They had gone through so much together, both the highs and the lows, and their love had only grown stronger with each passing day. Looking back, Emily knew that she had been through a lot of heartache and pain before she met Jack. She had been through relationships that left her feeling empty and alone, and she had almost given up on the idea of finding true love. But then she met Jack, and everything changed. He was kind, caring, and made her laugh like no one else could. From the moment they met, Emily knew that he was the one she had been waiting for her whole life. As they walked along the beach, reminiscing about the past, Emily couldn't help but feel grateful for all that she and Jack had been through together. They had faced many challenges and obstacles, but their love had always been a constant source of strength and support. Now, as they looked out at the ocean, Emily knew that their love was one that would endure. It was a love that had stood the test of time, a love that would carry them through whatever the future held. And as she looked into Jack's eyes, Emily knew that she had finally found her happily ever after, a love that would last a lifetime.